Yo, 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 yo. Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of the KULCHA. God damn. It's been a while since I said that shit.
Yeah, it's been a few minutes,
Yeah.
man.
Even been a while since you've been here yourself.
True. Yeah, just allowing the artist, to take up my space.
A bit of a platform.
Yeah, for a few episodes.
Yeah, red looks good on you, by the way.
Sure, thank
Yeah,
you.
even
thank
the
you.
red mic in your face, it's like you coordinated this
Yeah,
entire
coordinating, man. Yeah.
Hey, Ricky would be proud that the combos are communicating.
That's proper. Gotta give thanks to that.
Yeah, man. So, icebreaker. Hey, I almost forgot. You've never played this game, huh? This version of the game. I know you're used to the icebreaker, but you're not used to these cards.
Let's hear this.
So I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, then.
Uh-huh.
Bra Smoove. You are shaken up in a car accident. A solicitor says he can get a large settlement if you exaggerate the extent of your injuries. Do you agree?
I had to think about it for a bit.
What are you considering?
Nah, man.
How much How much are we getting?
I can't do it, man. Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
because how long must I fake what I've got?
Yeah.
That's my only issue.
Yeah. You'd rather just be honest, right?
It's so much easier for myself.
Okay. Here's a very nice one. It's kind of spicy. Your partner tells you that she's infertile.
Oh,
You really want children of your own. Do you still go ahead and marry your partner?
that's a spicy one. Hey. I want kids and she can't have none.
Hey?
I want kids and she can't have any.
Yeah.
That's the situation.
Yeah, that's the situation.
Can I phone a friend?
Phone a friend for one.
To help me answer this question.
Oh, I thought you meant you wanted to phone a friend to have a baby with them.
Me, I can't have a baby with my friend.
Huh?
But you hear what I said? I can't have a baby with my friend, man.
But I mean, these days there's surrogacies.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
But anyway,
surrogacies are, I don't know much about them, so I don't know if I can talk about them.
Yeah,
really.
even me, that's out of my personal range. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, one more. You have a struggling young company. You have to choose between 2 equal candidates for a job, a man and a woman. The woman will work for 2,000 rand less a year than the man. Do you hire her for that reason?
Yes. And the reason why is because, what I'll do is like this. She works well enough, she performs well enough during the year that she's on there. That 2,000 that she's supposed to get, I'll give it to her.
As a bonus.
Yeah, or whatever. I'll give it to her. Gratuity, whatever. I'll find a nice way to put it around. But yeah.
The whole 2,000, not 1.5.
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you'd make a good boss, dog.
I feel like that's fair at least.
So what's new in the world of Bra Smoove? And I'm saying Bra Smoove and not Stan because,
Okay.
I'm talking to the artist in you.
Oh, the artist in myself,
Yeah.
man. A lot has been happening in Bra Smoove's world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, started making my own mixes, so to speak, mashups. Just to say that, this is how I would do a version of a certain song.
Okay.
Took me a while to get there, to get here, but yeah, like I got a few of them. I got 4 out that I've done.
Really? And how are they being received?
They received quite well. Like there was one that I actually did earlier this year. Shout out to DJ Dash. He played it on his one of his mixes one time.
The one he was playing on Peli FM.
Yes, that one.
Hey, shout out to DJ Dash,
Yeah,
man. That's
shout
the
out,
homie.
Shout out, you know, and then I got a good reaction from the host, who actually turns out to be the DJ for the people that the song was on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
you know what
crazy.
I mean? So
yeah.
that was quite a trip.
Yeah.
To see that happen, you know, not as much gigs, which is okay. I've got Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a resident
You've
here.
got a
almost.
residency.
Yeah, exactly. When you niggas gonna pay me though?
I feel like you're paying
Because
yourself.
I feel like for the longest time you're paying me in 6 packs.
No, let me tell you.
Because you
though.
know how it is, right? There's levels to this thing of how you get paid as a DJ. I figured it out, right?
Okay.
So the first level,
Now you're spitting game, huh?
yeah, the first level you get paid in handshakes. You are so dope. Hey, you know, you killed it, you know. That's how you get paid. That's the first level.
How long does that level last for?
It depends.
The fist bump level.
Uh,
They pay you in debt.
Exactly. They pay you in debt. Second level, they pay you in alcohol. That's where riders and them come in. You know, you might get a bucket, you might get a bottle. It depends on where you are getting booked at, pretty much. Then the third level.
But don't you think being paid in alcohol is a bit of a scam? Mostly because they're giving you the alcohol so you can keep going. Because
On the one hand,
if they were
on the-
really
on-
giving you the alcohol, they would have given it to you as a takeaway, the whole bucket. When you're leaving, they're like, "Hey man, here's a crate. Be good."
Well, on the other hand, you're not paying for it. Because remember,
No, but you're earning it. You're earning it because you're working there. Yeah.
Well, that's the second level, pretty much. So the third level is where they pay you in cash.
Okay.
You know, then from there you figure out a good enough rate for yourself and other benefits if, you know, they can stretch it out for you, pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, that's something that I've also figured out, you know.
So
about
which
this
level
thing.
would you say you're at? And how do you know when to switch up the level?
I think there's a point when you've done enough shows that you can get to the point where I can perform for bigger crowds than what you are used to. Because if you can organize that and actually kill it and make the crowd go wild, you can't go lower than there. If you do go lower than there, you're gonna charge more. Just because of, you know, like, I know people are gonna come to see me do my thing behind the decks.
Yeah.
And those people are gonna get thirsty, they're gonna get hungry.
Yeah.
You know, they might buy from whatever you're offering.
Yeah.
So that's why I can say I can ask for this much. You get what I'm saying? So I think that there are levels to this thing, but once you do get there, like, you have a lot more leverage to go, you know, with wherever you decide to do your thing.
Okay. So like, are you finding it beneficial to your brand for you to be doing these, what should I call them? Flips.
Most definitely.
You are.
I am trying to carve a new road for myself
Okay.
because I don't see myself as a hip hop DJ, to be honest, right? Because I can do a lot of other genres, but whenever people call me out to, you know, get behind the decks, you know, to play hip hop and hip hop type, you know, music.
Okay.
So I've heard, you know, the people crying about how DJs, you know, do things in a way that is not giving a positive reaction to the crowds as much. And at least some are also gracious enough to actually break it down as to why they feel this way. So I've took some of what they said, and I told myself that there's a genre where they do this all the time. You know, where they'll take either vocals or beats that you know and then mix it up with something fresh on top of it. So you get the nostalgia and you get the, you know, the current,
The freshness.
yeah, the freshness with it.
Yeah.
I know my shit won't bang in the clubs in prime time because people get confused. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
people are spending in prime time, you know, so they want to hear what they want to know, what they already know,
Yeah, they want to hear what's familiar so that they
Yeah.
can get into that familiar state.
and keep on spending.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So, yeah, if I do get into clubs, it'll probably be opening sets. That's cool. Depends.
If what?
If I do decide to get into clubs, it'll probably be like opening sets, you know, before prime time, you know. So I'll be a bit more free to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, some outdoor festivals would also be nice.
Okay.
I think that's what's next. You know, more mixes, more mashups. You know, more ways to, you know, mesmerize the crowd.
So,
you
so
know?
how far are you trying to take it? What do you think, like, the ceiling is for you as a DJ, or how far do you think you can take it? I mean, I know that you've been operating for maybe just about 2 years
Yeah,
doing this shit.
yeah.
Have you been able to carve a vision for yourself, or would you say you're still like in the infancy of developing your perception as an artist? Because I even know that it's only a handful of DJs that do consider themselves to be artists. So I
Yeah.
mean, what about you? Do you have a vision, or you know?
I do, you know, like I said, if I'm going to be doing it this way, I have to, you know, do it differently from everybody.
Huh?
I have to find a way to do it differently than anybody else, because we all have our different styles in approaching this thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, you don't want to get caught up in the middle where there is a, how can I say, like a convoy, like where all the styles get to mix up. I want to make sure I'm away from that convoy, you know. So I have seen like what I want to actually do is, you know, confirm my identity as an artist, as a DJ. You know, like in the terms of style that I'd go, even for like making original songs. Like if I was to make an original song and people know me for doing future beats, it would make sense that the beat that I would use for my original song would be from a future beats producer. You know, because you might not know who the vocals may be, but that sound will still be there.
So you are trying to make original songs as well.
There will be a point where I will, you know, because I've also found out that, you know, the DJs that stay long in this game are ones who make their own songs.
Yeah.
And they can get to play those songs
Yeah.
for the people there. And
Yeah,
if they,
yeah,
people
yeah.
like it enough, you know, then they want to hear it again and again and again. And that's how your profile builds up.
So
So
Does-
I know it'll take a while, and I know that.
does that mean that part of your plan, growth plan as an artist, is to learn music production?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think so.
Or are you gonna be? Do you see yourself as the kind of producer that you just put the whole scheme together? You don't actually touch a
I guess
key.
it depends on how I feel on the day as well, you know. Cause I've dabbled with, you know, Fruity Loops and Reason and them, you know. So I've got an idea, you know, how to lay them out and the loops.
But let
and
me ask you a
whatnot.
question, dog.
Yeah,
On your mashups, right?
yeah.
How concerned are you about maybe concerned and aware about the legalities around making such mashups, you know, because obviously you're taking this person's song and this person's song and you're putting it together and now you're saying it's your song. But, you know, all you did was put two different. I mean, I get it. It is yours because you innovated, but I mean, on the copyright level,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Like, have you thought about that? What do you think?
Yeah, I have thought about it.
Okay.
I won't put it up for sale because I don't have the rights to the song.
So SoundCloud.
Yeah, put it up for free.
Okay, and they become popular, and you start getting maybe bookings because of that.
Then I got
Like you
booked,
start getting gigs.
Yeah, then I started getting gigs because of that.
Okay, so you wouldn't consider that to be profiting off of those creative rights.
But I could argue that that song is not the reason why I got to where I am, though. Because I also have mixes and such.
Okay, all right, no, fair enough, fair
You
enough.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I was just asking, man. It's
Yeah, no, like I have considered all of the different, how can I say, it, pillars of this music thing.
okay, all right. So, do you have any goals that you want to achieve, maybe for 2024, as a DJ? Maybe performing at a certain festival, private function. I don't know.
Yeah, like I did have a set list of, places that, I would like to juggle the decks over. And yeah, the year's still early. I think I know what I need to do to, get my name out there to make sure that I could spin the decks in those places.
Where? Name one.
Okay. Market at the Sheds.
Okay.
Like,
I think that would be an experience for the attendees.
especially for the daytime vibes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really care for, nighttime because I know what to do then. Yeah, people want to dance, whatnot, cool, I've got that. But I want to challenge myself and actually like play during the day. Now I know that I'm only forced to play certain type of, music pretty much. Let me see what I can do with that. So that's one place. Another place I want to also check out, I actually got the pronunciation of it right like a few weeks ago. The item in Josie is called Nairobi. Now that place looks delicious, like I would want to see myself,
So
try myself over
this
there.
is Stan Cotting, marketed sheds and Nairobi. If you see this face, please book him. Book this man.
Yeah, book me.
He's
Bra
got the
Smoove.
vibes.
Yeah.
Trust. Okay. All right. So, let me ask you a question. Are you going to play any song from the new Kanye album in your set? Or are you anti-Kanye?
Well, I need to listen to it first.
You haven't?
I haven't yet.
It's crazy, man. A lot of people haven't, but it's number one on the charts.
Oh, which charts?
Spotify.
Oh, so Spotify charts count as much as Billboard charts now. Damn. Streaming has really put its foot on the neck of music statistics. That's crazy.
Yeah. Kanye West is the first artist in history to ever go number one, independent artist to ever go number one on Spotify. First artist in history to go number one on Spotify, independent artist to go number one on Spotify.
How long have the Spotify charts been up for?
Sorry?
How long have the Spotify charts been up for? How long have they been active for?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's something to find out.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking is because if it's the first one in history, how long has this been running that there hasn't been somebody?
Independent artist.
So that means no record label, no distribution, no
Or just not,
publishing,
just
or
not
what?
in any way associated with the major label. Yeah.
And they went number one.
You went number one. And this is the same guy that the whole world chastised For me, I'm I
so
don't
so
know.
what? It's being redeemed because of streams. Ah, come on now.
No.
Is that what it is?
No. But that's not what I'm saying, Stan. Pay attention. I'm saying how crazy is it that online everybody's like, oh, fuck Kanye, he's crazy. But when he puts out an album, we all want to listen to it. That's what I'm saying. It's fake outrage, maybe. Or maybe Kanye is such a... there was a poll that went out. Who do you think is the most famous person on earth?
The most famous person on earth.
Yeah.
It's probably Ronaldo, Messi. Yes, people seem to like those cats so much.
Yeah, it was actually Ronaldo, right?
Okay.
Kanye West was in the top 3 behind Messi. Behind Messi.
So wait,
another crazy piece of information about Messi is that Messi is now the most popular sports person in the United States. Yo, sorry to interrupt your viewing with this message. I just have to say, we over here at The Culture really appreciate your support, but we'd appreciate it a little bit more if you'd hit that subscribe button because it does matter to us. Subscribe to The Culture channel on YouTube and help us to grow our subscriber base, viewership, and views on YouTube. We'd really appreciate that. Also, catch us every Sunday at 442 and in the CBD. Every Sunday, 442 CBD. We got you. It's The Culture. Now back to the regular scheduled programming.
Yeah, no, because of the Latinos, pushing that bro rod. No, they don't care about LeBron. They don't care about Pat Mahomes.
They don't care about Tiger.
They don't care.
They don't care about Tom Brady.
They are just about Messi.
But that's crazy, dog. I mean, soccer is back.
Soccer is going to be hosted in that country soon. So it helps that this is happening.
Dog, this shit is crazy. You know what's crazy, man? The next World Cup is being held in 3 countries. Each with all 3 countries, the cities are in different fucking time zones.
Yeah, they didn't think this thing through.
Bro,
Yeah?
FIFA is one of the world's most corrupt organizations.
They got a whole Netflix documentary series talking about you. You know that
no,
y'all
dog.
done did some shady shit.
I was watching this documentary about how EA Sports lost the license to call their new game FIFA 24.
Yeah.
However, and FIFA's gonna do its own game, right? But through the greed, while they were working together, FIFA made exclusive licenses available to EA Sports for the some of the league and player club names, right? Meaning FIFA won't be able to have the legitimate names of clubs, players, venues, etc. in their own game. Because they essentially auctioned off all the rights in corruption to EA Sports before this split.
Hey.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like, FIFA's right up there in terms of corruption.
Even video games are being corrupted.
Yo, it's crazy, dog.
You're playing with, Coventry Blue or some shit like that.
Coventry Blue. Yeah, man, but speaking of corruption, dog, we gotta talk about that thing.
That thing?
That thing, dog, that thing. What are you doing on the 29th of May?
Oh, voting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big day in Saudi, People are crossing their fingers and their toes, and seeing that these elections don't create drama for the country.
Eish. Is there a way to avoid that, though?
Well, there's about 3 months. I don't know if that's enough time, to prevent such things, but hey, you can do what you can, pretty much. Because it's one thing, to say who you're voting for and whatnot. But now the question is, are you actually going to go and vote? You know, now
Yeah.
people are trying to find different ways to convince people to go and vote, especially the youth in them, because they seem like they are half and half about it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, voting is like, you know, doing the dishes or something. I'll do it later.
They call it
I've got
decision
time.
paralysis.
That one, yeah. So, yeah, so people are looking forward, people are looking not forward, people
I-
are nervous, people are excited.
I
There's a lot of
s-
emotions going around it.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw a tweet some time ago saying, okay, now that we've registered to vote, who do we vote for?
Oh, God. Yeah, but people have been asking this question for the longest time, so I'm not even surprised at that.
But let me ask you a question, dog, and this is just to create a discourse, you know, there's no right or wrong, right? Do you think this country is ready as a country to not have the ANC in power? Considering how much power they actually hold.
Yeah, that's a loaded question.
You understand what I mean?
That is a very loaded question. Are we ready? I mean, if we are ready for change, that means that whoever's taking over must also be ready to take over. From what I've seen so far, these niggas are not ready. To be honest, they are not ready.
The other parties, right?
Ah, they are not ready.
Even the ANC, I don't think they're ready to let go of power. And my fear is that there might be some sort of a power struggle, you know. We historically maybe there's some shit that's bubbling under. And these guys, they just might not take it sitting down, you know, relinquishing power. You know, we've seen it happen across this continent, across the world. We saw it with Donald Trump. You know, when January 6th, was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, it was a few years back.
You know what I'm saying? It's never happened before in the history of American politics where the fucking White House is being stormed by civilians. That's America because they fuck with Donald Trump. What about here, Doug? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm not encouraging voter apathy or whatever, you know. I'm just dreaming of weighing the options, you know.
Yeah, no, and there are important options, you know, like to consider, you know.
Do you know that for the first time in the history of the world, over 50% of the world's population, 2/3 of the world's countries are voting? For the first time in the history of the world.
Can you say that again?
2/3 of the world's countries, which is half the world's population, are going to the polls this year.
So there might be regime changes this year.
Widespread regime change.
Are there other countries that are voting that we can think of right now?
The US is voting. South Africa is voting. There's a lot of voting happening in, I think it's West Africa. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know which countries, but that was just a statistic I came across. You know? It's an incredible time, dog. It's an incredible time.
And we still don't have flying cars.
We do have flying cars. What do you mean?
Wait, who made a flying car?
There's a flying car that has been developed in Russia that converts and hovers and you fly out.
How high are we talking?
I don't remember that detail, but it's happening. Also,
so you can do this.
And this.
And,
so you do, yeah.
And you won't even, you won't feel, all you feel is air.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Not to mention that this past week, for the first time since the Neil Armstrong incident landing on the moon, The United States landed on the moon again, but through the private sector. But not a man on the moon.
An object.
Yeah, a ship.
So
Just like India did the other year, last year.
you know, it's funny. You would think that technology has advanced since that time you put that man on the moon. How come it doesn't happen as often? Now you're just dropping objects in the moon. What's up with that?
That's a very interesting question.
I wish I had the answers to that.
That's a very interesting question.
But that was a bit of an off-ramp, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So the world, we're voting. There's this new act. I don't know if you heard about it, the Copyright Act.
Oh yeah, they wanted to amend the Copyright Act.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of opposition to it.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, why would the government enforce an act that allows individuals' work to be copied? Like, or to be duplicated without compensation? What the fuck is that about? Like,
I just wonder if this is an allegation, but when the lawmakers, were consulting about whether going ahead with this, I just wonder what was happening underneath that table. That's what I want to know, man.
we need to know that. We need to know that.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense because you're doing that. That's money leaving the country. And people are not going to love you for that. And you're just doing that, for just, me and my family can eat. Where so many thousands of families could eat, like by just doing the other, option.
What do you think about digital nomads?
Who?
Digital nomads.
Digital nomads have not taken my job. So digital nomads are not a problem for me, personally. Right? Full stop. So that's just for me as a person. They don't affect me. So where they affect the country is how some of them can get in for longer than their visa term and still live their best life, don't even pay tax, which I want to actually find out if that part actually is true. If they don't pay tax, then that's an issue. But all I'm saying is that if you want to just let them in just so that they just spend on restaurants and touristy shit and whatnot, because I'm sure they're the ones who are crying about this bill coming in. Because there's also another bill coming in about digital nomads.
Yeah, what is?
Yeah, basically to allow them. And people are saying that, hey, don't make that thing illegal thing. And now the tourism industry is like, no, but they are giving us money. How can you say they must not? But then when you find out that some of them overstay their welcome, now the middle class gets affected. Because these digital nomads stay in Airbnbs mostly. And for the longer that they stay there, the higher the value of the actual place. And that effect locks on to the surrounding buildings. Rents go up because now, I can get a lot more value out of this place. And now, what are people that could just make it on this certain rent level, but now because of the effect of these Airbnbs, pushing up the values, now you can't anymore. Now that sets, like a whole, a lot of people back.
Yeah, no, it's...
You get what I'm saying? So
it's fucked up.
That's the one side of it, as to why it would not
those
be a good
overstaying
thing.
digital nomads, dog, don't they count as illegal immigrants?
What?
Don't they count as illegal immigrants?
Yes, they do.
But where's the outrage?
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Yeah, the what about gave?
I mean,
but
in the words of Madiba, I expect you to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens on the left must happen on the right.
Yeah, well, there was some that did get deported, according to some news reports. So most dev got deported,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
was. There's a digital nomad right there. Man was living in Cape Town for like years.
Oh, but most deaf was wilding,
with the
man.
what? With the world passport.
Most deaf with the fake.
That was even a legit
What the
passport.
fuck, dog? What the fuck, bro? What in the name of woke?
Yeah, like that's a good example of a digital nomad. And then Chef, yeah, he did too much, and then they're like, no, Chief, you gotta go.
Ah, that's fucked up, man. But
I just wonder if Anthony Anderson has got his papers in check.
is he staying in Cape Town now?
Hey man, he's been at Rand, he's been in Cape's Bay, he's enjoying himself over there.
Really?
So I just, yeah, like that guy.
Why do you feel some type of way about that gang?
No, just that, you know, like, because of Blackish, but that's a personal thing.
Oh, okay. You didn't like his character.
Yeah. He's a bit of a dickhead on that show, but he's funny, so it helps, I guess.
Okay, let me ask you just another random question before we wrap up.
Okay.
Donald Glover or Lil Dicky?
Where's this coming from?
Are you answering my question or
No,
you want us to investigate?
Yeah, wow,
question.
what's brought up these two against each other?
I know, I just, it's actually a conversation that's been going for a while. So there's a comparison that is being made between Atlanta and Dave, the
Okay.
show. You know, so I want to know what you think. Because they do essentially do the kind of same thing.
Hey, yeah, man, I want to be biased because I haven't checked out Dave.
Dave, right?
But I only know Lil Dicky through his raps and, you know, that comedy rap type shandies.
Mm.
You know, so if I want to compare them, I want to compare them on not equal scales, if you get what I'm saying. Because
Okay.
it's going to go to Donald Glover's side, unfortunately.
Because you don't have the other information that
You see what I'm
balances.
saying? Yeah.
Okay, I understand. But before we bounce, dog, I want to ask you one last question. What challenges have you experienced on your trajectory as a DJ, and how have you overcome that? Or are you experiencing challenges, and how are you figuring your way through that? And what tips, free game, do you think you can offer to anyone who's going to listen to this?
Yeah. Time is the first one. I don't really have much time to really, you know, step up my craft and spend more time on it because I got the day job happening as well. So that has been the first challenge. So it's all about trying to find more
But you're
time.
not thinking of quitting.
I can't quit now. No.
You
No.
shouldn't.
I understand it's part of the motivational speakers, you know, pitch of, you know, getting yourself up to live your dreams and blah, 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 blah. No. I'm a bit realistic with it too, man.
Not today, Les Brown.
No, not today.
Yeah.
The main job pays for the side job.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that. The second one is, I think, just in general of how, you know, the industry is based.
Mm.
You know, like, there's a bit of, like, exploitation.
A bit
in
of
it.
hesitation.
A bit of exploitation, a bit of it. Yeah, at least from what I've experienced. You know, it's one thing, you know, like if you'd do something for free, right? And it's told to you. That's fine. Because A, B, C cannot be provided for. So if you don't mind performing for free, that's cool. But now when you get told, hey, come to, we got a spot for you, and then you get told stories when you land. No, I don't want, like, hey, we'll drink you up.
We'll drink you up.
Yeah, that means rider. And then even that doesn't even come. Or if it does, like, it's not what you thought it would be. That has popped up too. But because, you know...
But how fucked up is it that you make people dance the whole night, they get you drunk, then you must, for free, then you must go home and you've told yourself that you've gotten paid, but you're leaving the place drunk.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I mean? You're leaving that place drunk. Just performed. You're leaving drunk. And you're telling yourself, I just got paid alcohol. You're leaving drunk. You're driving drunk. You've just left the gig. Does that make sense, dog? Is that a responsible thing for
No, it doesn't make sense.
event organizers to do? I think DJs especially must refuse being paid through alcohol, dog. Especially if you're transporting yourself.
They'll just assume that you're not driving.
No. That's rubbish, dog. Then what if you don't come back to play next week because something happened? No, bro.
Dog, you're another DJ.
Is that how replaceable you guys are?
It's cutthroat, dog. There's so many of them. Let me tell you, man. This one contest that I signed up for.
Yeah.
Cash prize is 10,000.
Oh yeah.
And a residency at that club. And you only had one day to actually register. You get there, you just see a snake line.
Damn.
Of people wanting to sign up for that thing.
Like an ID line.
Like like a voting line.
That's crazy.
You know, like I saw it because I think I came in like after an hour, so it wasn't as bad. But when I landed there, I saw at least 4 or 5 pages back to back, just full of names, numbers, and genres.
Shit, nigga, a phone book.
Yeah, I know, they're a Rolodex, Joe.
So, do you think you're gonna get feedback from there?
Well, they said they're gonna call back. I haven't gotten called back.
Okay, so is that another challenge? Saturation.
And that is another one. You know, so I think for me, my advantage is that I got a space where I can do it at least once a week. So I can, you know, that's when I can actually get to practice, you know, try out new sounds, you know, try out new skills, all of that. So the situation, well, yeah, it's there, you know, like, hey, where am I gonna go get gig next? But, you know, having a nice network of different artists, you know, going different places,
Yeah.
and they're looking for a DJ, you know, it helps in my favor because they trust what I do. So I can go where they go, and maybe I can squeeze in, you know, a small set for myself.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I've tried to get solutions.
Okay, that is a way to get in. You come in with the artists.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a combo.
Trojan horse.
Yeah, we're a combo meal here.
Yeah.
You know, you think you're just getting
combo.
the burger. You also get the chips and the drink.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe a tour if you're lucky.
Yo, Bra Smoove, it's been great.
It's been a pleasure. You're Uno.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Shout out to Islow Studios for making the podcast possible. Shout out to 442. We're at Culture Sundays every Sunday in the CBD, 399 Helen Joseph Street. We appreciate you for the support. And please like, share, and subscribe this video or audio if you're listening. Peace.
Culture.